Hey everybody, this is Dominic and I'm here in San Francisco. And if you look behind me, there's Gate B, and we're going to be getting on that soon to go to Angel Island. If you're a little confused about how to get to Angel Island, you can come to the San Francisco Ferry building. You can get tickets at Gate C, or if you have the Clipper card, then you can just go right here to Gate B. If you look back there, there's the whole crowd getting off the ferry boat, but we're gonna head on the trail right now and beat the crowd. Okay, if you look right behind me, you'll see the detention barracks, and we're gonna go up those steps right there and head in. Okay, let's head inside. So you can see this dormitory here for Asian men, and then if you look in here, you can see those holes there where the bunk beds would be attached. So 3 bunk beds high. So you can see the carvings of Chinese poetry right there. And over here. A lot of this Chinese poetry was considered graffiti when it was carved into the walls here, and they would spackle over the markings and paint over it. But now we can see all this poetry here.
The gold and silver of America is appealing. Jabbing an awe into the thigh in search of glory, I embarked on the journey. Not only are my 1,000 pieces of gold already depleted, but my countenance is blackened. It is surely for the sake of the family.
美洲金銀實可愛，於古求榮動情來。不遞千金曾用盡，黎黑面目為家哉。
This is the women's dormitory. You can see that there's a lot more bunk beds in here. But remember, they would be going all between these metal poles here. You can see these women's belongings. It says that she arrived on the 19th of July, 1920, and then that's that same woman as an older lady when she returned back. Here's some of the items that she brought along. These are items that someone from Africa brought. The longest women that stayed here were for 20 months and 22 months. 2 Chinese women. When people were traveling here to the United States, they would bring their most valued possessions, their fanciest outfits to wear, pictures and mementos of loved ones. We are now on the 2nd floor in the International Men's Dormitory. Let's take a round and see what countries arrived here on Angel Island. Here's some more Chinese poetry carved on the walls. And there is other carvings on the walls here in other languages. But let's talk about why there might be a lot of Chinese poetry on the walls. One of the reasons is that the Chinese would be here for a very long time, waiting to hear word that they could go into the United States. You can see more Chinese poetry on the wall here. And you see how it's different colors? That's because the walls have been painted many, many times, and some of the layers of paint have been removed. So these ones are pretty easy to see. But if we come along here, you can see it's all on the wall. Here, let me back up a little bit. But this whole wall has carvings in it. And when this was done, it was considered graffiti or defacing the walls. So they would fill in those lines, that writing, they would fill it in with spackle. But you can see it's now shrinking. And that Chinese poetry, that Chinese writing is being revealed again. This wall here has the glass in front of it, and then it has the Chinese writing right there. You can see how deteriorated this building was before it was decided to save it. Here, let's come on this side. This is the Chinese men's recreation room. So you can see right there some table tennis. We come over here. We have different games like checkers, dominoes, all types of games to pass the time. Here's a record player to play music, musical instruments. It's important to remember that people arrived here and had a lot of waiting to do. Day after day was just waiting. Waiting to hear word if you were getting sent back to your home country or if you were going to be allowed to enter the United States. Thank you for joining me on a tour of the Angel Island Immigration Station. Until next time.